Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a WebView app and also monetize it using Packet SDK. Packet SDK allows you monetize your app. They utilize the user's device, free resources, and IP address to download public data from the internet. Packet SDK only requests network permission from the app user. And this is mainly for empowering science and research. Now I'm going to show you how to build this WebView app and also integrate Packet SDK. So simply head to PacketSDK.com. Under supported platforms, you can see this works with both Windows, Android, iOS, Mac, Linux, and any other operating system you can see right here. Now let's sign up by clicking on sign up here. And then we can create a new user account for Packet SDK, or we can just sign up with Google. Now verify your sign up with an email sent to your mail. Packet SDK is also running an activity where you can boost your earnings by 150% more from active users from the US, Australia, Hong Kong, Korea, and Japan. Now here is the dashboard, but first we have to head back to creating a WebView app, and then we can come back to integrate Packet SDK into our app. So let's head back. Now in my download folder you can see a file called WebView app demo. I'm going to provide this WebView app demo in the video description so you can download it yourself. So let's extract it. Now let's open Android Studio so we can import and test our app. So let's click on open and then locate our download folder. In my case, this is our WebView app demo. Select the WebView app demo file right here and then OK. Trust project. So it is going to load our WebView app demo right in our Android Studio. This should take some time to import, and the process is completed. Now we can run our app just to test and see how it looks like. So this is how our app currently looks like. This is a splash screen, and right here if you go to the navigation we can see Google Labs. We have Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT. So this is just a basic WebView app, and if you click on any of the links it should lead to whatever destination you set. So we are going to customize this and then make few changes and then integrate Packet SDK. So the first thing we are going to do is renaming the package. So currently if we go to our app files by the left, you can see the package name is com.example.labs. So we're going to change this from com.example.lab to something like com.etechbox.lab or whatever you want. So first click on these three dots and then go to appearance. Then we can turn off compact middle packages. Okay. Now you can see it has separated them. So we have com and we have example and we have labs. So let's right click on example and then click on refactor, rename all directories. Now let's set what we are changing it to. So in this case I'm going to set it to etechbox. Select search in comment and strings, and it should replace every part of our project with etechbox anywhere that has example, and then click on refactor. Now if you look down at the bottom left you should see list of things that it should replace. So we're just going to proceed with do refactor, and it is going to make these changes. Now let's try running our app again to see if this is really working or not. So let's rerun. Now we have to make few changes. First we are going to set the color of our splash screen and this color right here in this background. Now to change the color we can simply go back and then change the appearance to compact middle packages. Now we go to res and then go to values, and under values you can see colors. Now from here you should see black shade 1, which is our splash screen, and this color you can see the background under Google. So you could change it to something else if you want. You can manually just set the color right here. Next we're going to customize the splash screen, and you would find that under layout you can see activity main, which is our splash screen. Now this is how it looks like. You can see Google Labs, that's the title, and then a progress bar. So we're going to change this icon to maybe an icon of ours. So to do that you can see image view right here, which is this image Google. Next you can see text view, which is the text Google Lab, and then we can see the progress bar. So first, let's change the image. Now look for an image on your system which you plan to use for this. In my case, this is the image I'm going to use. So just drag the image and paste it under drawables in Android Studio right here, and then click on refactor. So you can see under drawable, the name of the image is fav, F-A-V. So we are just going to change the link to this logo right here, the directory. You can see drawable/Google. Now we're going to change it to drawable/fav, and it is going to use our image as the icon right here. We're also going to change the text Google Lab, and then you can see this Google Lab is coming from app name under strings. Now if you look by your left, under res you will see values, and under values you should see strings.xml. Let's open our strings, and from here you can see the app name, which is Google Labs, and I'm going to change that to eTechBox Labs. Now let's go back to our activity main, and here we go. This is eTechBox Labs, and this is the image. Next, we would want to change the navigation header, and to do that, simply head to nav header home, which is under layouts. So you can see nav header home, and this is how it looks like. eTechBox Labs, and then you can see the image right here for Google, which we have to change as well. Now let's toggle this view, and you should be able to see the icon as well, which is around image view. You can see right here drawable/Google. In this case it is fav, and that's the directory for our image, and we've done that just now. Next, we're going to set the navigation items and the icons as well, and we can find that under activity main drawer, and you will find activity main drawer under menu right here. So you can see activity main drawer, and under activity main drawer you can see Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT, which we can change to whatever we want. Now let's change these names, and then next we're going to change the icons. So to change the name, let's head back to strings, and then you can see for Google it's going to be home, and then the next is YouTube, and then ChatGPT. So YouTube is going to be labs, and then ChatGPT could be whatever else you want. I'm just going to set it to custom EFI. Now if we head back to activity main drawer, you can see home, labs, and custom EFI. Now to change these icons, you can simply right click on drawable, click on new, and then click on vector assets. Now under vector asset you can see clip art right here. Click on clip art, and from here you can search through these icons. I'm just going to use one for test. So let's say I click on 5G and I click on OK. I can now rename this icon to, let's say, something like IC_5G, and then click on next, and then finish. Now to use this icon, I can simply just replace maybe custom EFI. You can see Android icon right here. We can call it IC_5G, which you can see the suggestion right here, and it should change to the image 5G. So that is how you change these icons. You can do the same thing to labs, and you can also do the same thing to home as well. Next, let's head to our Android manifest. Under manifest, open Android manifest.xml, and under here we're going to change the app icon. So if you look closely, you should see the Android icon right here for the application, which is currently set to Google, and we're going to set it to our fav, which is our main icon, and that is what we want to use. And one more thing, we have to set the links and where they actually head to. So right now we know we have 3 links: home, labs, and custom EFI. So to get access to these pages and then change the links, we're going to go to UI, and then under UI you can see gallery, home, and slideshow. Now under home we're going to select home fragment, and right here you can set the link for home. You should go to wherever you want. In my case, I'm setting it to my website etechbox.com. Next we're going to go to gallery, and then open gallery fragments, and this is one that heads to YouTube, which we changed from YouTube to labs. So I'm going to set it to labs.etechbox.com. Now you can set it to whatever link you want, and then lastly we are going to go to slideshow fragment, and then we can set the link to something else as well. In this case it was custom EFI. which we're going to set the link right here. Just paste the link there, and that is the link to our custom EFI. Now we want us to test and see the changes we've made if it's really working. So let's run our app again. So you can see the icon is still Google. This splash screen is showing fine, and navigation right here is showing home, labs, and custom EFI, and the background has also changed. Now if you click on labs, it should open eTechBox labs, which is showing correctly. We can go through any of these feeds, it should work fine. We can return back to the previous page as well. And the only thing we have to fix now is the icon, because it is showing eTechBox labs and it's also showing Google icon. So let's head back to our Android manifest, and you can see round icon right here, which we omitted. It's supposed to be our icon as well. So let's change it to Fave, and then we can rerun our program. And now you can see it has changed and everything is now working as expected. So here we go. We have our home page, which is etechbox.com. We have our labs page, which is labs.etechbox.com, where you compare hardwares, CPUs, and GPUs. So you could basically add up any page you want to this app. Now the next thing we're going to do is implement Packet SDK so we can make money from our app. So let's head to our browser and then create your first app on Packet SDK. Now the app name right here is eTechBox Labs, and the operating system is Android. The application ID, now head back to Android Studio, and by your left you should see Gradle scripts. Under Gradle script you should see build.gradle.kts projects and module. Select the module, and under module you should find application ID under default config right here. So our application ID is com.etechbox.labs. So let's copy that and head back to our browser and then paste the application ID. Paste a URL where users can download your app from. In this case, I'm just going to use my home page for eTechBox. Now you can just specify your daily active users, let's say 100, estimated installations monthly, let's say 1,000, create app. Now we've created the app and we now have an app key. Now we're going to use this app key when implementing it, so make sure you copy it and keep it somewhere safe. So let's paste our app key right there. Now click on implementation docs, and we're going to follow this guide. So the first thing is register and log into Packet SDK, which we've done. After completing the registration, download the Android SDK package, which we are going to do now. So let's head back to Packet SDK, and then step 1, we're going to download the package. And in our download folder we should find Packet SDK. Now let's right click and then extract. So inside this folder you can see library, you can see a guide, and you can see SDK demo, which is an app you can test. So let's head back to the instructions. You can see step 1, copy Packet SDK _v.jar to the library directory of your project. In this case, we're going to go to the extracted folder and then copy this library folder right here, copy. Head back to our download folder, wherever your app is running from. WebView, open our app, and then open app. Now we can paste the library folder right there. That is step 1. Now the next thing we're going to do is implementing the file we moved. So you can see the implementation right here. So let's copy the implementation right here and head back to our project. Now let's open build.gradle module again, and right here scroll down, you should see dependencies down here. Now under dependencies, the last line, let's add a new line and then paste it. And you can see for the implementation we are getting an error. We need to fill in the version of this, so you can see v then ****. So we have to change that. So let's head back to our folder, and you can see this is version 1.0.3. so let's replace that 1.0.3. Make sure it is correct exactly as it is right here. Next, let's replace this backslash with /. Now this is because we are converting it to work with Kotlin, and then instead of just writing files here, we have to wrap these files in a bracket. So let's use the brackets to wrap our files, and then a closing bracket as well. Now we can sync our project, or click on try again if you've synced it before and it didn't work. Okay, so we are getting an error. Now let's replace these single quotes with double quotes, and then we can try again. And it actually works. Now let's go back to Packet SDK and check the next step. Now the next step is a quick integration, which we have to copy this into our project. Now the part we're going to copy is from here, because we already have these functions. So the part that's important to us is val, your app key, and then Packet SDK, and then the callback. So starting from there and ending at here. So let's copy everything here. Copy. Head back to our project, and then go to home activity.kt, which is our Kotlin file for home activity. So you can see under on create function, we are going to go down a new line and then paste that. So you can see right here we have your app key, and then we have Packet SDK. Now we have to import Packet SDK. So to do that, simply select Packet SDK and then click on import class. Imported. Select log and then import class as well. Select tag and then import property. Tag property right here. Now we're going to replace our app key right here. So let's remove this and then head back to Packet SDK homepage. And remember, this is our app key and we save this in our notepad as well. So let's replace it with our app key. Paste. And that's all basically. Now we're going to test and see if this is actually working. So let's head back to Android Studio and then run our project. And here we go. First, our app is running, so that is good. Now let's head back to Packet SDK website and then go to our dashboard. Under our apps, let's click on our apps. Under our apps, you can see the status is pending. So in a few minutes, it should change from pending to connected. Few minutes later, you can now see the status is now making money. So if we open this, you can see the total number of devices, which is currently 1. You can see yesterday's data as well. So in 24 hours, you're going to get a report of today's data. So basically, this is how to set up and integrate Packet SDK into your Android app. Packet SDK pays attention to users' privacy and security, and they only need the user's internet permission, so developers can use it with confidence. If this video was helpful, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.